afternoon. I'm Magnolia Babcock. I go to UPass Elementary School and I'm 11 years old. My favorite things to do are skiing, going to school, hiking, praying, riding, playing soccer, making new friends, hanging out with my family, and going on long car rides with the windows down. This summer, I decided to go to a new school because it has an incredible outdoor science program. Going to a new school has been hard, especially when COVID-19 is here. At my new school, I've totally found my incredible group of friends that make me so happy. All of them love going outside, love their families, and love God. We all share the same likes in life. After over a month of being all together, it was announced that our school was switching to hybrid, online learning, and cohorts. All 5 of my new best friends are in the opposite cohort of mine, which means we won't be in school together anymore. When I figured this out, my heart ripped. I just found my incredible group of people and found where I was supposed to be. Now I will only be going to school 2 days a week. I only have 9 kids in my cohort, and none of them are my best friends. I wish I could do 6th grade all over again, without wearing masks and without social distancing and without cohorts. But that is just a dream. If I could change this, I would, no questions asked. But I can't. There's no way to hide it, and I cannot make or change the rules. It is not what I want, and it is not in my hands. It's in God's. And when it is, all I can do is stand up and hope with Him. This is not a process where God sits down and doesn't need to help. He is there. Sometimes I forget. And when I forget, I don't have hope or a feeling of change. But when I remember how He loves us and how the Lord has plans for me and for you, I remember that good comes out of every bad, and I feel a lot better. Now, I have had an amazing childhood of going to Sacred Heart my whole life. When I was in preschool, I went to church every morning with my mom, and it was my absolute favorite part of the day. Even then, I was close with God. Now, you might think I'm crazy to say this, but COVID-19 has made my relationship with God even stronger. It used to be such a busy life. My sisters and I all played sports, went to school, had concerts, went grocery shopping, had parties. I don't know how we did it. Now that our life has slowed down, I focus on how much I love God. Mama Mary is the mother of Jesus. She showed a lot to the world: tenderness, bravery, motherliness, caring, and adoration for God. She teaches us a lot, just like my mom did for me. Mary had to stand up and say yes to having the boy of God. Imagine how scary and nerve-wracking that would be, to have people doubting you and thinking that you were lying. Mary had hope. She was not hoping for something better. She was hoping by knowing that God is with her. She teaches us to have that kind of hope, to stay with God and to have Him make a path for all of us. Do that when you become unhappy and complain about COVID or anything else that you struggle with. Hope. In our gospel and readings, Emmanuel is used various times. When I read the gospel over and over, I needed to know what Emmanuel meant. It means God is with us. I also forget this, and when I forget this most, I am thinking about me. Let me ask you all a question. When you come home from church, do you have a car to get home? Do you have food to go home to? Do you have a house? Do you have all of these things? There are some people that are less fortunate and have to worry about this. Kids save their school lunches in their backpacks to go home and have a bit of food for the night. People have to beg on the streets for hope. If it is the hope of having a job or food or money, and I need to ask you all just one more question. When you go home and find out another thing is shut down, do you have hope? I have to admit, sometimes I don't. This feels like it's going to go on forever, doesn't it? It does to me sometimes. Some days I just want to give up and hide and have COVID-19 just go away. But I cannot. If we're going to get through this, there's no better way to fix things than lean on God and share His love. Let us get through this. Let us love God. Let us live in God. Let us hope in God.